Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this week's Astro Weather Forecast. I'm Pix. This is for the week of Monday, August 15th through Sunday, August 21st. This week, Venus trines Jupiter for the first half of the week, coloring the days with some good luck and some fun. This is one of the happiest, most positive transits of the year. Also, Mars will be at the last degrees of Taurus during the weekdays, which can be pretty intense. Pretty much on Friday will be the most intense day with Mars at the last degrees of Taurus. Mars enters Gemini on Saturday morning, which will release us from some of that stress, but then initiate some new challenges because Mars will be in Gemini for 6 months, which is not a common amount of time for Mars to be in a sign. It's not normal for Mars to be in a sign for half the year. As always, first I'm going to go ahead and do a general forecast for the week, and then I'll jump into personal rising sign horoscopes, little mini rising sign horoscopes. So if you're interested in just hopping to your horoscope, you can check the timestamps in the description. I release this content for my patron besties at the beginning of every week. So if you're interested in getting this information on time, you can check the link in the description to check out my Patreon. As you can see, I'm using the green screen today because I just filmed an AMA with my friend Ty. If you're interested in learning some astrology questions from viewers, you can go ahead and check that video out too. So the beginning of the week offers streamlined and productive energy. Monday, August 15th through Tuesday, August 16th, Mercury in Virgo will trine Uranus in Taurus, which signifies a unique problem-solving and organizing type energy. This trine will be at 18 degrees of the signs, and it brings up progressive and non-traditional ways of communicating, and especially like online or with art forms in general. Hot gossip. The Bachelorette is going to be lit next week from this aspect. Traveling is really supported during this time. So at the beginning of the week, if you have to travel, that'll go well. Expect it to go smoothly. And there's many possibilities for breakthroughs, maybe breakdowns, but probably breakthroughs most likely since it's a trine. Breakthroughs, figuring out problems, problem solving. Lots of productivity at the beginning of the week. Besides being productive, there may be aspects at the beginning of the week that are also a little bit goofy. Mercury and Uranus are pretty much on team clown. So, goofiness is common for the beginning of the week also. The evening of Tuesday, August 16th, the moon enters its exaltation of Taurus, and on some level, things slow down. Pleasure, or your version of pleasure and luxury, becomes more of a priority with the moon in Taurus. Things are cozier, the five senses are stronger, enjoying yummy food, doing things you love, being cozy, socializing with people you want to socialize with. Exalted moon things, very comfy, very nurturing, very fun and pleasant. All of this is supported for those 2 days with the moon in Taurus. Especially because on Wednesday, August 17th through Thursday, August 18th, Venus in Leo will trine Jupiter at 8 degrees of Aries. And if you're excited about the idea of pleasure and enjoyment and gravitating towards nice things, this aspect will push you along that direction along with the Taurus moon. This is certainly one of the luckier days of the year. Yes, you heard me correctly. Good luck, blessings, abundance, progression are all to be expected with this trine. Pleasure, joy, and fun are provided on some level on Wednesday, and leading up to Wednesday as well. Social, fun times with friends or good conversations, good luck in general, the universe, throwing you a bone in some way. Basically, a well-supported and good time to do something that you love, or a very lucky time to do something that you have to do. Fire rising signs will be feeling this major boost the most, as well as Libra, Taurus, and Pisces risings. And so on Friday, August 19th, the moon enters Gemini, leaves Taurus and enters Gemini. Things start to speed up for a little bit for the next couple days. Energy is higher. Lots of things to do, people to see, things to say. Moon's in Gemini. But at the same time, Mars will be at the 29th degree of Taurus. So a part of this day or leading up to this day might feel a little bit edgy. Any planet at 29 degrees of, and about to change signs gets amplified and sort of panicked and full of pressure, like a bubble about to pop. You may feel rushed to get something done ASAP, or, there's a lot of tension around a certain subject or a due date or getting something done on time. This is Mars rushing you. Don't let Mars bully you. I'm sure that your pace is just as effective as it needs to be. Trust your pace. Be patient. You may be putting more pressure on yourself than is necessary. That may just be Mars. The release comes on the morning of Saturday, August 20th, when Mars officially enters Gemini. So this is the initiation of the second half of this year's astrology, the astrology events of the year that astrologers are not looking forward to, but, watching. That's Mars in Gemini due to its retrograde that will happen at the end of October. So let's see the chart. This is one of the bigger deals of the year. Mars will be in Gemini until March 25th of 2023. Due to that retrograde at the end of October that I mentioned, Mars is not usually in one sign for this long, so it's safe to say that Gemini and the mutable signs in our chart are all in for pretty much a major adjustment over the next 6 months. So Mars retrograde happens every 2 years, but just like any other retrograde in that, it's just like any other retrograde in that it represents a redo, a trial period, or a reassessment of some kind. Mars represents the way that you take action towards the things that you want, the things that you desire. Something about the way that you take action, the way that you work towards something, or something about your goals and desires will be getting a reassessment, a redo, a trial period over the next 6 months. So I digress, though. When Mars stations in October, I'll talk, more about what Mars retrograde means specifically. But Mars entering Gemini on Saturday morning will be quite refreshing for most of us. Mars has been in Taurus, which is its detriment, since July 4th. And we could all use a little bit more of a lively Mars at this point, I'd say. I mean, I am Mars ruled, so that would be what I'd say. But energy levels and vitality could really use more fight for some of us at this point. So Mars entering Gemini kind of doubles the pace of our lives, and, stuff picks up speed and allows for the juggling of tasks. Multitasking comes a little bit easier with Mars in Gemini. You can do more than one thing while Mars is in Gemini. It's a double-bodied sign, so it indicates multiple or more than one. And Mars is a malefic planet and can represent our tasks, our drive, our motivation, and the way that we take action, as I've said. So Mars also rules war, battle, conflict, confrontation. It's sharp, it severs, it cutting with or cutting through knowledge, maybe, Mars in Gemini. Gemini is a Mercury-ruled sign. So that's the planet of information, communication, and travel. And Mars in Gemini will have you taking more action with knowledge, writing more, learning more, traveling more, taking on multiple tasks at once. You may see more information wars and battles of wit and knowledge. Information wars is like the perfect Mars in Gemini title. Since Mars is a malefic, it can bring challenges to the topics that Gemini rules in each of our charts. So the Gemini house in your chart may take a hit and ramp up some energy. I'll discuss more about that in the rising sign horoscopes in a little bit. But overall, the energy will ramp up for everybody, and so will vitality. The juggling of tasks will come a bit easier. You may see challenges with travel topics. We're already kind of seeing that, but seeing it more. Technology and commerce may take some sort of hit, and people will probably be a bit more confrontational and authentic in their conversations, and you can expect this for pretty much the next half of the year. That's how long Mars will be in Gemini. Also on Saturday, August 20th, Mercury in Virgo will oppose Neptune retrograde at 24 degrees Pisces. And this colors in some confusion with that Mars ingress. This aspect has some Mercury retrograde vibes, so expect miscommunications and mistones on Saturday with Mars entering Gemini and with this opposition between Mercury and Neptune. But the good side of this energy is fantasy and magic. A good day to play games, watch movies, write poems, or a fantasy sci-fi novel. Creativity is at an all-time high. It can be fantastical, but don't let it sweep you away. Maybe you see some discussions around logic versus intuition come up. Certain people will definitely be running on vibes at this point. Making decisions with your intuition and vibe versus logic and reasoning. Running on vibes is what I'd say this weekend will be manifesting. It'll be a pretty quick transit, so try to take advantage of the creativity and the fantastical energy if possible. Meditate, receive your downloads, pull your cards, paint for no reason, write some of your book, watch Lord of the Rings, or watch some fun anime. These are all good Mercury-Neptune opposition things. In the evening of Sunday, August 21st, the moon enters its home sign of Cancer, and that is cozy time for everybody. So we drop into our feels, and emotions get a little bit stronger, and the call for nurturance gets louder. Comfort, private time, and nurturing is more of a priority. A very cozy Sunday evening, I'd say, after a very busy weekend and probably a pretty fun week. So drop into the cozy on Sunday night, even if the vibe doesn't really match the action that you have to do on Sunday. So do you have to go to work? Give yourself permission to do the bare minimum. Shift your perspective. Make comfort a priority no matter what task you have to do. Give yourself a break, essentially. Hang out with your inner child. Treat yourself the way that you would have wanted to treat yourself as a child. We need to balance this out with this Mars ingress, self-care, coziness, rest. There's a really high energy stuff going on in one plane of our lives, and we need to rest so that we can deal with it. So, work hard and play harder, my friends. And that's what's up for this week and weekend. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Are you expecting anything to come up? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your comments. If you want vibe support, don't forget you can join the 9th House Discord server for free. The link to join is in the description. You can chat with me and a heck of other cool people about tarot and astrology and all things mystical. I am endlessly thankful for you being here, and with the forecast covered, let's jump into these mini rising sign horoscopes for the week. And I'm going to pull cards again as I do. It's going to be my norm now. Okay. Okay, Aries rising. The beginning of the week for you will be very pleasant. Opportunities to do things that you love, like hobbies and creative projects, or just things that you find fun in general. So your dating and your love life gets a boost, and you're generally going to have good luck. If you have kids, spending time with them will be extra pleasant this week. Saturday morning will be pretty busy. Let me see the chart. Saturday morning will be pretty busy for you. Lots to do, lots of people to see, things to do. You may feel a boost in your energy and vitality with Mars entering Gemini. Mars is your ruling planet, and it's leaving its detriment, so you're leaving your detriment. There's some sort of energy boost happening. But you may find that you have to deal with some challenges in your immediate environment. So like a confrontation with a roommate, a sibling, a family member, or an issue with your transportation. Or maybe with educational topics, with teaching or learning. You might find that your mind is moving a mile a minute. You might have extra buzz brain once Mars enters Gemini on Saturday. But also maybe a bit sharper, a little bit wittier. But be patient with any miscommunications over the weekend, and remember to speak to yourself nicely. We don't need Mars being extra mean in your mind. So let's see what the cards have to say. The raccoon and the sycamore. Curiosity. Hopefully it's not blurry and you can see it. So, curiosity and being curious about what's fun for you, what you're enjoying. Get curious about the challenges that are coming up. Instead of getting mad, get curious. Instead of pushing away fun stuff, get curious. Basically, get curious this week. Be curious, be open. And that's what I have for Aries risings. So thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, comment below. And I will see you next week. And we're moving on to Taurus risings. Okay, Taurus rising, this week offers a very comfy and pleasant time at home, spent resting and retreating, hopefully, which should be quite welcome for you, I assume, with how busy things have been for the past 2 weeks. So foundation, home, property, family, and reconnection to self and private life gets a boost. Be prepared to practice extra patience on Friday, which might feel extra stressful due to Mars at the 29th degree at the end of Taurus. There may be stress around finances or material possessions over the weekend. If you're trying to decide between one thing or the other, try and consider how both can be integrated into the schedule, if possible. On another plane this weekend, there are opportunities to get lost in magic and creativity, doing things that you really enjoy doing and that make your inner child happy. Socializing with people, partying, playing games, doing recreational things is supported, but try your best not to overdo it. Not that you would, but, on another plane, have fun. So you rest, there might be a little bit stress at the end of the week, and then over the weekend, hopefully you can have some fun. And don't be too concerned about any financial issues that come up. They're going to be reworked, or material issues, I should say. And let's see what the cards have to say. Success. The chipmunk and the laurel. So this should be a nice little confirmation that everything's going to be okay. This is part of success. You're going to be successful. A little boost in your confidence here. Success and the chipmunk this week. So thank you so much for being here, Taurus risings. If you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what's going on. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. And now we're moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini rising. Lots of good time, lots of social time with friends and in your immediate environment at the beginning of the week. So having luck online, maybe going viral, posts going viral, or good communication with allies. Luck with transportation, and luck with siblings, roommates, and family members. Luck with education topics. Let's see the chart here. On Saturday, you might feel extra impatient or irritable when Mars enters Gemini. Maybe you have to deal with a confrontation with somebody, or there's some sort of miscommunication that goes on. Either way, slow down as much as you can, because you might find yourself to be more of a magnet for clumsiness when Mars enters Gemini. You may have more energy than usual that needs to be expelled, and over the coming months, over the next 6 months. So it's a good idea to commit to some sort of practice that can keep you active, whether it's the gym, running, knitting, writing, keeping your body or your mind active, or your hands. That'd be really good, keeping your hands active in some way. This weekend is the initiation for whatever this Mars in Gemini is going to be working on you for the next 6 months. So sink into that reservoir of patience deep within for the next 6 months and enjoy this ride. And let's see what the cards have to say for this week. Okay, the vulture and the asphodel. Upheaval. Okay, this is Mars entering Gemini. So be prepared for more energy and more activity this weekend. The vulture and the asphodel. So that's what I have for Gemini risings this week. brace yourselves, friends. There may be a challenge, but it can also be really fun to have Mars in your first house. So don't be afraid of the upheaval. You're a Gemini. You're chaotic anyways, right? Okay, so that's what I have for my Gemini risings. Thank you so much for being here. Comment below. Let me know what you have going on. Comment below if you have any questions. And I will see you next time. And we're moving on to Cancer rising. Let me pull up the chart. Okay, Cancer rising. This week is going to be super lucky for Cancer rising. Some sort of good luck in the form of abundance, blessing, your career and your reputation and your resources by Thursday. Maybe it has to do with an ally assisting you in some way. Mars moves into your 12th house on Saturday, and that can indicate kind of hidden enemies or hidden challenges or issues, ones that will come up later or ones that are behind the scenes. So do your best to take alone time to kind of process this and reconnect with your intuition this weekend, reconnect with yourself. You may be a little bit more accident prone as well this weekend, so reconnecting to yourself will help you stay grounded and mindful. This weekend might provide a much needed download of some kind, so it's a good time to do whatever your version of meditation is, whether it's traditional meditation or going for walks or creating something or journaling. Just be open to some sort of perspective shift this weekend. And let's see what the cards have to say for Cancer rising for this week. Okay, guardianship, the wolf and the rose hip. So, let's see. The wolf and the rose hip, guardianship. And this makes so much sense with me telling you need a little bit of alone time this week to reconnect and process what's going on and not miss anything. Because there are things that will be going on behind the scenes this weekend. But the beginning of the week will be really fun. So guard yourself, protect your energy this week. That's what the cards have to say. And thank you so much for being here. That's what I have. Comment below. Let me know what's going on for you. Comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. And we're going to move on to Leo rising. This week will be a good one for Leo rising. Firstly, you can expect some positive perspective shifts over the week and an overall positive mood this week. If you're traveling, expect it to go very smoothly. Education, law, and spirituality topics all get a major boost. And doing anything with your appearance is majorly supported at this time. So it's a good time to experiment with a haircut, with a new hairstyle, new style, new makeup, whatever. Meanwhile, Saturday may provide a confrontation with an ally or a confrontation with a friend or a group. Maybe you're introduced to a very confident person in your circle of friends or your colleagues, possibly someone who rubs you the wrong way. This is Mars. Over the weekend, though, the weekend will provide some form of confusion around your resources or around your partner's resources or life. Or resources that you share or are responsible for. If not resources, then there may be some sort of, like I said, confusion going on in your partner's life. This confusion will pass very quickly, so don't, just let it flow. Okay, Leo rising, let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, we have an ending. So, some sort of ending of an era and the beginning of a new era is coming for Leo risings, which makes a lot of sense. We have a lot of good things happening at the beginning of the week. We kind of have an ending. This might have to do with an ending with an ally. Mars entering your 11th house. There could be some sort of ending happening with somebody that you've been allies with, a separation of some kind. But some sort of end of an era is happening this week, so keep an eye out for that. And also, if you see a moth, know that that's a sign from the universe also. So that's what I have for Leo rising this week. Let me know what you have planned, please, in the comments. Or if you have any questions, go ahead and ask in the comments, and I will see you next week. And we'll move on to Virgo rising. Okay, Virgo rising, you can expect some good luck to happen behind the scenes this week. So good luck while spending time alone. and positive experiences being by yourself, reconnecting with yourself, and maybe your spirituality and mysticism. There could be some sort of blessing with finances or resources or material items in some way. The week will be pretty healing for Virgo risings, but this weekend may provide a challenge of some kind. It's a good time to confront someone if you have something that you need to confront someone about. You may have to interact with somebody who rubs you the wrong way. This could be a challenge at work, possibly. But this is an opportunity to communicate authentically, your authentic feelings. This weekend may provide some confusion with another person, possibly your partner, a bestie, or a client, some sort of miscommunication, or maybe some sort of just fantasy and magic energy that you're feeling. It's also a great time to brainstorm creative ideas with collaborations with somebody else. Creativity is at an all-time high right now. So let's see what the cards have to say for my Virgo risings. Intuition, yes. So that's what I was saying about the beginning of the week, We have behind the scenes stuff going on with your intuition. We're reconnecting with our spirituality and intuition this week on another level. So there may be something that happens that tests your intuition. Just kind of be more aware about your intuition this week. Have more of a connection and take more intentional, sacred alone time. And that's what I have for Virgo risings this week. Thank you so much for being here. Comment below. Let me know what's going on for you this week. Or comment below if you have any questions. And I will see you next time. And we're moving on to Libra rising. Okay, Libra risings. This week will be an especially lucky one for Libra rising. So expect blessings to be brought with allies, with friends, with partnership until Thursday of this week. A super fun, abundant, and hedonistic social time this week to be had. The week will be colored with lucky and friendly connections galore, making good connects this week. The weekend may provide a challenge with travel, or with education, or with occult or spiritual practices or topics. Mars is entering your 9th house, so a challenge could mean a no, a delay, or just hard work, just really hard work in some of these topics. It could be a challenge that you just need to rise to the occasion for, needing to work harder and smarter towards a thing this weekend. Be aware of being overly negative this weekend also. Don't let Mars turn you into a negative Nancy. Notice your feelings, feel them, and then don't dwell. So, a really exciting week and a little bit more of a challenging weekend. And we have the Hawk and the Thistle. Graceful persistence. So that is a little thumbs up from the universe there. Continue with your graceful persistence this week. It should be pretty fun for the weekdays, and continue with this graceful persistence throughout the weekend as well. And if you see a hawk, know that that's a little thumbs up from the universe also. And that's what we have for Libra risings. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You can comment below. Please let me know what you have going on. I'd love to hear from you. Or comment below if you have any questions or need any clarification. And I will see you next time. And we're moving on to Scorpio rising. Okay, Scorpio rising. During the week, expect a lot of luck with your day-to-day routine and your job. So expect your routine to go smoothly over the weekdays. Blessings around or for any service work, for coworkers, and for your pets. Your vitality will probably get a little bit of a boost also, and abundance and blessings around your reputation and what you're known for doing. Being seen in a positive light in your day-to-day and overall this week with your praxis, with what you're known for doing. It's a great week to go for something you want to go for and to relish in its rewards and blessings. Like, finally, something good is happening. The weekend may provide a nice vitality boost for Scorpio risings. Your ruling planet is entering Mars, leaving its detriment, so a major breath of fresh air. It will give you more energy. It will be kind of a relief in some way, but also bring up anxiety around a new challenge, probably. So the weekend may initiate an issue with some resources that you share or are responsible for. This can include money and finances, along with any other resources that you share or that aren't technically yours. You may need to place a boundary with this dynamic. Overall, anxiety will be a bit higher when Mars enters Gemini, so remember to stick with your mindfulness tools and all of the things that you've learned over life to keep yourself grounded and mindful. So really integrate them into your routine for the next 6 months. You'll really feel yourself heal around whatever anxiety this Mars and Gemini transit brings up this weekend. This weekend will probably also include a little bit of confusion around an ally, maybe a miscommunication or some sort of magic happening there. That same confusing energy can be magical and creative also. If you feel lost this weekend, dive into creativity. And let's see what the cards have to say. The Owl and the Hop. Wisdom. So you have all the wisdom you need this week for whatever challenges come up. Mars entering Gemini will probably bring up some more wisdom too. Wisdom around healing and just kind of harder topics probably. Mars is entering your 8th house, so healing is very available to you for the next 6 months, and you have the wisdom for that. And that's what I have for Scorpio risings this week. Don't forget, if you see an owl, that's a sign from the universe this week. Comment below. Let me know what's happening. Keep me posted on your life this week, what's going on. And if you have any questions, comment below. Any clarification. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. And now we're moving on to Sag rising. Okay, Sag rising, this is going to be a really fun week for you. The beginning of the week will be, offering many opportunities for fun or enjoyment or pleasure or just good things. Some sort of boost in your dating life this week with your creativity, with your hobbies, or with your kids. A boost there. If you're traveling, it's bound to be fun and go quite smoothly. You could be in quite a good mood for most of the week. Blessed recreational experiences this week. Overall, a very lucky and enjoyable week for the Sages. The weekend may offer a confrontation in a relationship you're in, either with a partner, a bestie, or a client. If not a confrontation, then maybe you have to endure spending time with somebody who rubs you the wrong way. Mars moving into your 7th house, and, maybe this person is more masculine or, or non-binary. Mars and Gemini can be very non-binary, but masculine or non-binary figure entering your life possibly this weekend. The weekend can also provide some confusing overall energy, miscommunications, tech issues, kind of Mercury retrograde-y. So to be more specific, this confusion or miscommunication for you could do with your home life, your career, just kind of the main plot line being kind of confused right now. Intuition will be very heightened though, so that's going to be lit. And next week will be a different story, but we're not there. So let's pull a card for my Sag risings for this week. Okay, this week we have stagnation, the lizard and the pitcher plant. So if you see a lizard, know that that's a sign from the universe, and all of this fun and enjoyment is something you deserve after some stagnation somewhere in your life. I'm kind of thinking that the stagnation is talking about relationships. There's some sort of stagnation in a relationship you're in, and Mars entering Gemini will shake it up and change it up a bit. Confrontation of some kind to move through this stagnation in this relationship. So that's what I have for Sag risings this week. If you have any questions, comment below. If you need clarification, or comment below, let me know what's going on for you. I love reading the comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. We're moving on to Cap rising. Okay, Cap rising, this week is going to provide some extra good luck and abundance with your home life, your family life, and with shared resources. So your foundation blooms a reward for you of some kind this week. You'll have good luck with any tasks at home or with anything to do with a partnership that you're in. Cohesion and abundance this week. Creativity and social dynamics also get a major boost. So take advantage of that during the week too. Have your social time, be creative. The weekend may initiate a challenge with your day-to-day routine in some kind. Mars enters your 6th house of daily life, daily routine, and you may get very busy and need to work longer or harder than is typically ideal. Maybe a new challenge enters your life, and I don't mean in a way that like you need help through, but like that you're going to work towards a new goal, a new objective, something that solidifies your routine a little bit more. Though this type of work might be something that you kind of enjoy on a certain level, as Mars finds its joy in the 6th house. So the weekend could also provide some fantastical perspectives or mystical travels for you as well. This is a time where you're more connected to the universe and where you can manifest things a lot easier, and where your intuition is very loud. Meditating, any way that you meditate, whether that's traditionally or with journaling, going on walks, whatever type of meditation you do, will reward you with some yummy and helpful downloads and perspective shifts. So be mindful this weekend. Listen to your body and don't overwork yourself, because with Mars in your 6th house, it'll feel like you have all the energy in the world to freight train and get things done. But pace yourself. The challenge will get done. This specific challenge will be over the next 6 months. So really, it is the long game. So let's see what the cards have to say for Cap risings. All right, we have confidence, the boar and the pumpkin. So if you see any boar representation or pumpkin representation this week, you know that's a sign from the universe. And confidence is making so much sense to me. We have all this good luck with your partnerships. Let's see the chart. We have all this luck with your home life, and then Mars entering Gemini. That really will just give you confidence in your day-to-day, more energy, more the juggling of tasks, a little bit sharper, a little bit quicker in your day-to-day, and just kind of having a new goal will give you a lot of confidence as a Cap rising. So thank you for being here. That's what I have. Comment below. Let me know what's going on for you, or comment below if you have any questions. I can clarify things for you, and I will see you next week. I'm going to move on to Aquarius rising. Okay, Aquarius rising, this week is going to be fun for you. Pleasant vibes all around. Expect some good luck with your relationships, your career, with your partner, with your family, and your bestie, your relationships. Blessings around education are also to be expected this week, along with blessings around your transportation, your immediate environment in general, your roommates, your siblings. This is a great day to go on a drive with somebody. Neighbors are probably acting sweeter, and the neighborhood, or if you don't talk to your neighbors, which none of us fucking do anymore, the neighborhood might feel a little bit sweeter. Like going on a walk might be a little bit more pleasant than usual. This weekend will initiate more focus on your desires and your enjoyment and your creations. So maybe a confrontation comes up with someone that you're dating, or you could be introduced to a sharp-tongued but attractive, fun person. This could be a good time to take up a new hobby or work harder on a hobby that you're already established with. One that includes active movement, hiking, biking, or maybe one that includes technology or heat or fire or sharp thing and pointy things. So focus will sharpen around anything that you want to create. Joy, pleasure, desires are all recreation are all themes with Mars in your 5th house. At the same time this weekend, there may be something confusing or some sort of miscommunication that comes up around topics to do with your resources, your finances, or shared resources and responsibilities, material possessions, food. If not resources, then maybe some confusion going on in your partner's life. But this confusion will pass quickly, so, just let it flow. And let's see what the cards have to say for Aquarius rising. Okay, healing wounds, the badger and the ginkgo. Healing wounds. So, we're healing some wounds. Okay, this is a lot about healing your inner child. This week is a lot about healing your inner child. We have a lot of focus on fun and games and recreation and pleasure, and Mars is there kind of dampening it. But this is opportunities to push through doing what you enjoy for your inner child. And that will be very healing for you. There are some wounds being healed around pleasure and enjoyment this week. And for the next 6 months, let's be real. So, and creativity, things that you create. Some sort of healing around your art as well this week, if you put effort into it. So that's what I have for Aquarius risings this week. Thank you so much for being here. And comment below. Let me know what's going on for you. I'd love to read your comment. Or comment below if you have questions or need clarification on something. And I will see you next time. We're moving on to Pisces rising. Okay, Pisces, this week you can expect a boost in your vitality and your health, as well as a boost with your resources. So some sort of good luck around money or material possessions could happen. Maybe you're rewarded for some hard work that you've been doing. The weekend may provide a confrontation with a family member, or a confrontation or a challenge with your home or your property. This is an opportunity to communicate your authentic feelings with your family. This is an opportunity to communicate your authentic feelings and your desires, or what you truly want in your private life also. This weekend may also provide some confusion around another person, a partner, a bestie, a client, some sort of miscommunication possibly, or if you find yourself in a position where you are misunderstood, remember just to slow down. Neptune is muddling things this weekend. So if you can wait to have a certain confrontational conversation until after this weekend, it may be received more clearly. This weekend is also a great opportunity to brainstorm or collaborate on a creative project. Creativity is at an all-time high right now. Let me see this chart. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So we have a boost with your vitality. We have boost with resources and good luck around money. Some sort of reward for the hard work you've been doing. And the weekend provides a confrontation, a challenge of some sort. And it could have to do with a miscommunication. And if possible, to clear up the clearer communication will be happening next week, essentially. So that's what I have for, oh no, we have a card. We have a card for Pisces risings. I'm so sorry. Okay. It wants 2 cards. We have balance and we have deceit. So deceit is screaming about that Mercury-Neptune opposition. That is a deceit transit. So let's think about the archetype of deceit, the archetype. You know what I mean, the topic. Are you deceiving somebody? Do you know if you're deceiving somebody? Is it an accident? Is it on purpose? Is somebody deceiving you? Is it an accident? Is it on purpose? Things to think about with this Mercury-Neptune weekend. We also have balance. So this is reminding you to slow down. We have a dragonfly. Dragonfly and coyote, those are your animals for this week. But reminding you to balance. So things will be going into balance this week. You're going to be rewarded for something that you need to be rewarded for. A confrontation might need to happen of some kind. Things are balancing out. Karma is balancing out. So that's what I have for you this week. Thank you so much for being here. Comment below. Let me know what's going on. I love reading your comments. Comment below if you have questions and need clarification. And I will see you next week. And that's what's up for this week entirely. The outro that only Pisces risings gets to see. But thank you so much for tuning in. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what's going on for you in the comments. If you want these horoscopes earlier, don't forget you can join my Patreon and get them on time. Just check the link in the description. You can also join the 9th House Discord server. The link to join is in the description also. I'm endlessly thankful for your support and you being here. It means so much to me. I will see you next week. Have an amazing week, everybody.